Welcome to First Class Yoga with Barb. Today we're going to be doing a full yoga class. So there will be kneeling and standing and lying down on your stomachs, lying down on your back. Remember that you can always use any variation that you would like. So let's go ahead and get started with the breath of joy. If you'll stand with your feet just a little bit wider than your hips, we're going to go ahead and inhale the arms forward, inhale them out to the side, inhale them overhead, and on the exhale, audible, forward, side, overhead, ha, forward, side, overhead, ha, forward, side, overhead, ha. Two more, forward, side, overhead, forward, side, overhead, and just hang here. Go ahead and soften one knee, reaching down with the opposite arm, stretching out through the back, letting the head release, slowly shaking yes, and slowly shaking no. Wiggling your toes, softening your knees. And go ahead and press the feet down, tuck that belly in, and roll, roll, roll yourself all the way back up to standing. And let's go ahead, continuing on with the warm-up, just twist side to side, moving in the spine. Breathing through the nose, the inhalation and the exhalation, keeping that energy and that warmth all through the body throughout the practice. And go ahead and bring that back center. Standing with those feet right underneath your hips, nice and aligned, reach down to the side and bring it back center. Reach down to the opposite side and bring it back center. Again, side bend and bring it up. And side bend. Press those feet down. Use your abs to pull up. Reach and bring it together. And reach and pull up. One more set. Reach down and bring it up. And reach down and bring it up. And let's go ahead and come into a standing cat-cow. So I'm going to change to the side view on this one, and we're just going to sit back a little bit with our hands on our thighs. And now, go ahead and exhale. Draw the chin to the chest, tuck that belly in, round your back. Inhale, pull the heart forward and arch your spine. Exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale, lengthen forward. We're just starting to warm up the spine, stretching out through the back and the shoulders, opening up that front collarbone, breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Last one. And go ahead and bring yourself all the way back up to standing. So those are the 7 ways that we move our spine, and we're going to be doing that in our practice today. So please come to the tops of your mats. We're going to start out with our standing triangle pose. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, slide your hands up, flat back. Exhale, release down. Step that right foot back and turn that back foot out just about 60 degrees. And the hips are facing the same side that you're open to. Open those arms up. Keep your legs straight as now you reach the torso forward, pull it forward, and release that front hand down. The back hand comes straight up. So that bottom hand can be either below the knee or above the knee or all the way down to the ankle. For those of us working the position with our breath, keep pulling that left hip crease back. And on your exhale, if you find a little more space, start to walk your fingers down that front leg. But make sure that you don't start to rotate your chest to the floor. Keep that chest open to the side, even if you can't get all the way down. Draw the hips back, and on the exhale, try to go a little deeper into the pose. Breathe, nice long deep breaths. For those who want to add a little more challenge, extend those arms forward. Have those obliques kick in. Reach those fingers forward and press that back leg down. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Release that bottom hand. The top hand comes back up. Press through the feet and come all the way into standing. Sweep that back hand around. Rotate your hips. Your arms come up overhead into a warrior one. Drop those shoulders down from your ears. Add just a little bit of a back bend. Breathe. And release your hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. So your hands are flat on the mat, fingers spread nice and wide, thumbs drawing toward the center. Go ahead and bend one knee and then alternate the other knee bends. Just walking the dog, stretching out the back calves. So press your fingers and your knuckles and the palm into the mat and push yourself off your wrists. Looking right into the middle of the mat. Breathe, and now everybody, inhale, raise those heels up, and exhale, lower the heels back down. Inhale, raise that right leg up, and as it comes down, place it on the heel of the left foot. Inhale again, and on the exhale, push your hands into the mat, push your body weight away from your hands, lower that back heel down, opening up the back of the leg, and step that out. Inhale, raise that left leg up, and as it lowers down, place it on the heel of the right foot, press the hands into the mat, push yourself away, lower that right heel down. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths, and step that out. Go ahead and drop your knees down to the mat, uncurl your toes, and sit back into a child's pose. Sitting back onto your heels, walk those fingers out forward as much as you can, spreading them nice and wide, drawing those thumbs toward the center. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. Inhale, and on the exhale, press your hands into the mat, push yourself away, lengthen through the arms, opening up the armpits, drawing that tailbone down, breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Inhale, bring yourself back up. And now walk those hands over to a 1 o'clock position. So that left hand will stay on your mat. Drop your hips over to the left. And once your hips are down, walk that inside arm, that left arm, a little further away. Really opening up through the side body. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And bring yourself back center. Walk your hands over to the 11 o'clock position and drop your hips over to the right side. That right hand on the mat, just inch it away, walking a little bit further. Fingers still spread nice and wide. Press the hand into the mat, push yourself away. Those hips are over to the right. And go ahead and bring that back center. And walk those hands right underneath your shoulders. Those knees are right underneath your hips. Draw those elbows straight back. Don't let them go wide. And lower your chin and chest down to the mat. Keeping those elbows tucked in nice and tight. Your chin, chest, hands, knees, and feet all on the mat. 8 points. And now slide on flat onto your belly. Go ahead and slide those hands a little bit wider outside your chest. Bring your legs together and point your toes to the back. Draw those elbows into your body and draw them down towards your feet. Hold that belly up into your spine and press your pelvis down. Inhale, float the head and shoulders up. And now draw those hands back towards your feet, engaging the back body. Go ahead and turn the head over to the right. And bring it back center. And turn the head over to the left. And bring it back center. And release yourself back down. Curl your toes under, push yourself back up into that tabletop position. And now with a big step with the right foot, bring it right to the center of the mat. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and now stand up once again into our triangle pose. Facing the opposite side, extend those arms. Reach it forward, pull the hips back, back, particularly that right hip crease, and then release that front hand down, that back hand up. Slowly turn your gaze all the way up to that top thumb. Keep drawing your hips back, and on the exhale breath, see if you can walk your fingers down your front leg a little bit more. Breathe. And go ahead and press through the feet. Bring yourself back up. Sweep that back arm around to the front. Bend the front knee. Raise those arms up overhead. Drop those shoulders down from your ears and add that little bit of a back bend. Back into our nice strong warrior one. Sanskrit name for this is Virabhadrasana 1. And go ahead and place those hands back down to the mat. Step that back foot forward. And go ahead. Walk your fingers under your toes. Press your feet down and raise your hips up. Into our gorilla position. At any time you want to release the neck, shake the head out. Go ahead. Breathe. And then release your fingers, bend your knees, press through the feet. Inhale overhead. And bring it back to the heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes here at the top of the mat. Reconnect with your breath. Start to feel any body sensations. Keep your mind in the very present moment. Feel your feet grounding into the earth, lengthening the crown of the head up into the heavens. And go ahead and open the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive at the hip joint, bend and bend your knees. Inhale, slide up. Exhale, slide back down. Step that left foot back and drop that left knee all the way down to the mat. So we're in a runner stretch now. Hands are on each side of that front foot. The weight is shifted into that front heel. Coming into a modified crescent lunge. Inhale, raise the chest and the arms up. Add that little bit of a back bend. Keep your weight shifted into the front foot, particularly that front heel. So you feel that big stretch in that left hip flexor. Breathe. And release the hands down. Keep that left hand on the mat. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Gazing up to that top thumb again. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. Place that hand down and sweep that leg back. This time, go ahead and open your knees as wide as the mat and bring your big toes together. And sit back down onto your heels in an open knee child pose. Walk your arms out in front of you. And now, if you can rest your forehead or your chin down onto the mat. So remember, when we come into a child's pose, if this is more comfortable for you, you're always welcome to come into this position at any time throughout the practice. Inhale, and on the exhale, press the knuckles of the fingers as well as the palm into the mat and push yourself away and find a little more length in the spine. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Inhale, bring yourself back to tabletop and go ahead and step that left foot all the way forward, right into the middle of the mat. Shift your weight forward and inhale, sweep the arms up into our modified crescent lunge. The weight is in the front foot. You're stretching out this right hip flexor. Breathe, have that little bit of a back bend. Drop those shoulders from your ears. And now release the hands down, keeping that right hand on the mat. Inhale, sweep that left hand up, gazing up to that top thumb, twisting in the spine. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and place that down. Curl the back toes under, lift that knee up off the mat, and step that forward. So your feet are parallel. Go ahead and bend your knees. Put your tummy on top of your thigh. That tells me that your spine is straight. And now press your feet down and raise your hips up, but don't let your tummy come off your thighs. And release that back down. Press through the feet, raise the hips up, and exhale back down. Inhale, press through the feet, raise the hips up, and exhale back down. Press through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, bring them back to prayer position, and back to the heart center. So that was our modified crescent lunge. We're going to move on to the full crescent lunge. If you need to go to the modified crescent lunge, feel free to do that. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, slide up, flat back. Exhale, slide back down. Step that left foot back. And now inhale, raise the chest and the arms up. And as you draw the arms up overhead, draw that back heel down. That's where your stability is. Keep drawing that back heel down. Add that little bit of a back bend. That front knee is bent. Breathe. And exhale, release that left hand down. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Gazing up to that top thumb. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and release that. Step back, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, soften the knees, press the hands into the mat, push away, straightening out the legs. Inhale, drop your knees down to the mat and uncurl your toes. Keeping your hands forward from your shoulder, inhale and come into a nice modified plank position. And now we're just going to roll our hips to the right, pull them center and left. Use your abdominals to pull that center. Roll right, center, left, center. Right, center, left, center. Come forward, bend those elbows halfway down, hold, tuck those elbows into the body, and lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Again, your legs come together, those toes point to the back, those hands widen outside your chest, and then you draw those elbows in and down towards your feet. Lift your belly up into your spine and press your pelvis down. Inhale, float up into that baby cobra. Keep pressing your hands into the mat. Keep your elbows soft. Hips are just lifted off the mat. Big arch in the spine into that full cobra. Breathe. And release yourself back down. Curl the toes under, push yourself back up to that tabletop, and a big step forward with that right foot again. Lift the back toe, curl the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up into our full crescent lunge. Again, drawing the foot down. And pause. Pause. And go ahead and step that right foot forward. Curl the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. No. Pause. Pause. Step that left foot forward. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and then inhale, lift the chest and the arms up, and draw that right heel back. Keep drawing that right heel down toward the mat. Add that little back bend, drop those shoulders. Breathe, that front knee is bent. And now release that right hand down to the mat. Inhale and sweep that left hand up. Rotate the spine. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And release that back. Step that back foot forward. And now go ahead and wrap your hands around the back heels. Again, keep that tummy on top of your thighs. Press the feet down, raise the hips up. Breathe. And now release the hands, bend the knees, press through the feet. Inhale overhead. And back to the heart center. Again, close your eyes. Take a pause at the tops of the mats. Reconnect your breath with the body. Reconnect the mind. Noticing your spirit and your heart. And noticing any body sensations. Go ahead and open the eyes. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down. Go ahead and step that left foot back, step that right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise that left leg up and rotate, rotate, rotate your hips, and now drop your heel back toward your bottom. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Fingers are spread nice and wide. On the exhale, press the hands into the mat, push yourself away. Breathe, nice, long, deep breaths. Go ahead and drop that top foot all the way back down to the floor and raise that left hand up into our wild thing. Stack that right shoulder right over the right wrist. And place the hand down, kick that foot back up, and step it back down. So it's your choice. You can either drop to your knees or just inhale and come all the way into a plank position. Inhale a little bit more, draw those elbows back, and lower yourself all the way to the mat. Again, those legs are together, the toes are pointed to the back, the hands are wide outside your chest, the elbows are drawn into your body. Inhale, press the hands into the mat, push yourself up into the cobra, keep pushing the hands up, lift the legs off the mat into the up dog. Breathe, and release yourself all the way down. Curl those toes under, push yourself back to the tabletop, and right back into downward facing dog. Inhale, raise that right leg up and rotate, 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 and drop your heel back toward your buttocks. Press the hands into the mat, push yourself away. Breathe. And now drop that top foot back behind you and raise that right hand up. And release that down, kick that leg up. Step it back to downward facing dog. Drop the knees down to the mat, uncurl your toes. Go ahead and step that left foot all the way forward. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and step it forward. Go ahead, release that down. Press through the feet, inhale overhead. And bring the hands back to the heart center. Close the eyes, take the pause. Notice what you notice going on in the body. Maybe you notice your heart rate's a little faster. Maybe your body temperature feels a little bit warmer. Maybe you can notice a difference in your blood pressure. Reconnect with that breath. And open the eyes. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, slide up, flat back. Exhale, slide back down. Step the right foot back and drop that right knee down to the mat. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, walk your fingers back and flex the foot, lengthening over that left leg. So relax that left hip. Release the shoulders down from your ears. Draw those toes toward the body. Breathe. And exhale, shift the weight forward. So now we're going to focus on this right hip flexor. Keep breathing, nice, long, deep breaths. And one more time. Walk your fingers back, flex the foot, and lengthen over that left leg. Feel the opening of the back of the knee, the stretching out through the back calf, through the back hamstrings, by drawing your toes toward your body. And exhale, shift your weight forward again. Stretch out that right hip flexor. Breathe. And now bring that left hand on the inside and walk your left foot all the way to the outside edge of your mat. Both hands are going to be on the inside of your foot. So this is a hip opener. If you choose to stay right here, that's fine. For those who want a little bit more, go ahead and lower that outside forearm down to the mat. And if you choose, you can take that inside forearm down to the mat. If not, just keep that inside hand flat on the mat, breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And now, everyone, place that inside hand flat to the mat, push yourself up, and go ahead and swing that leg back around to tabletop. Let's go ahead one more time and open those knees nice and wide into an open knee child pose and sit back onto our heels, lengthening those arms out in front, resting your chin or your forehead all the way down to the mat. Walk those fingers out as far forward as they'll go. Spread them nice and wide. On the exhale, Press them into the mat. Push yourself away. Find length in the spine. And inhale, bring yourself back to a tabletop position, except this time, once again, those hands are at least a handprint forward and come into a modified plank position again. On this one, we're going to do up, down, push up. If you want to just stay here, that's fine. Otherwise, we're going to lower that right forearm down and that left forearm down. And that right hand's going to push us back up and the left hand's going to balance us out. Again, it's right forearm, right hand, left hand. Right forearm, right hand, left hand. Come a little forward, shoot those elbows back and hold. Keep those elbows drawn toward the body and lower yourself all the way down. And go ahead and turn your head over to the right. Sweep those arms down alongside you, rotating them so the backs of the hands are on the floor. We're going to be raising both the chest and the legs at the same time, engaging through the buttocks and the glutes, and rotating our shoulders so the thumbs point to the floor. Hold that belly in. Press the pelvis down. Inhale. Float the head and toes up. Rotate so the thumbs point to the floor. And now reach your fingers back to your toes as you draw those shoulder blades together. And exhale, turn your head over to the left. Inhale, lift up, reach, and exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, lift up, reach, keep reaching, squeezing those shoulder blades, nice opening in the collarbone, and lower yourself down. Bring those hands outside your chest, curl your toes under, push yourself back up to that tabletop position. And now step that right foot all the way forward to the center of the mat. Big step so that you have that nice 45-degree angle. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And walk yourself back, flex the foot, and lengthen over that right leg. Relax that right hip. Allow your shoulders to relax. Draw those toes toward the body so you stretch out the back of the leg. Exhale, shift the weight forward. Refocus on that left hip flexor. Really stretching and opening. The weight is in that front foot, the front heel. And one more time. Walk yourself back, flex the foot, and lengthen over the right leg. And exhale, shift it forward. Bring that right hand on the inside as you walk that right foot to the outside edge of your mat. Both hands are on the inside of that foot. Again, it's your choice. You can stay right here or go ahead and take that outside forearm down. And if you wish, that inside forearm. Otherwise, that inside hand stays flat to the mat. You just breathe in this big hips opener. Your weight is forward. And now everyone, bring that inside hand flat to the mat. Push yourself up and walk that foot back to the center of the mat. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee up, and step it forward. Go ahead and grab elbow to elbow and just sort of sway side to side, releasing any tension in that low back. Breathe. Bring yourself to neutral. Press through the feet. Raise the arms up overhead. Prayer position. And back to the heart center. Pause. Close your eyes. Notice what's going on in your body. Bring awareness to your body. Accept where your body is today. Yoga is called a practice. Every day our bodies change. We get stronger. Maybe have more flexibility. Or maybe you've had some kind of injury that you need to be a little more gentle and self-caring about, making modifications. This is your practice. Go ahead and release those hands down. Let's go ahead and come down to a seated position. So in a seated position, we're going to go ahead and have that left leg in front of the right leg. Go ahead and place those hands right behind your hips, fingers face forward. Inhale, draw those shoulder blades together so the sternum, this breastbone, lifts up toward the sky, or if you're in a room where the wall and the ceiling meet, called the cove. Breathe, nice long deep breaths. And go ahead and release that down. We're going to come right into the seated forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, tilt, tilt, tilt your body. Don't round your back. And now release your hands down to the mat, spreading those fingers nice and wide. You can adjust your feet so they don't get caught under your legs. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. It takes the body a couple of breaths, but on the next exhale, see if you can walk those fingers out about a half an inch to an inch more. And now think about those forearms and elbows being heavy, being drawn down toward the mat. With each breath, allowing your chest to fall toward your legs. And notice where the openings are. Maybe it's in the groin. Maybe it's in your hips. Maybe it's in your low back. Breathe. And to go just a little bit further, inhale. And on the exhale, walk those fingers out just a little bit more. Again, allow those forearms to reach down toward the mat and walk yourself all the way back up. And we're going to go ahead and cradle this left knee and our left foot, and we're just going to rock side to side. Working on those hips, breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And now we're going to go ahead and take that left leg and spin it around so that the foot points back and our knee comes right into the arch of the front leg. So the front leg is square to the top of your mat. Go ahead and place that right hand right outside your hip and put your left hand right on your hip, just like a teacup. The thumb is on the back, the fingers are on the front. And now, press that left hip over to that right knee. And the fingers draw it back center. Again, press the hips forward so that left hip buttocks is lifted off the mat, and then we release it back down. Again, draw to the opposite knee and release it back. One more time. Come over, stretching through the groin, and release that back. And go ahead and swing that leg back around. And bring that right leg out in front of the left leg. This time, walk those fingers, a good 6 inches back behind you. Again, draw those shoulder blades together, lift that chest up. The head stays nice and aligned. Just leave your neck in alignment with the spine. Squeezing those shoulder blades, really opening up that front collarbone. And go ahead and release that. Coming into the forward fold first. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, tilt forward, don't round your back, keep tilting forward and release your hands down wherever they land. Spread those fingers nice and wide, adjust the feet. Keep that tummy pulled in. And on the exhale, walk forward just a half an inch to an inch. And now allow those forearms and elbows to be heavy, drawing down toward the mat. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And just notice how this side feels compared to the other. Not unusual for one side to feel a little different than the other. Just notice, no criticism or judgment. Accept where your body is. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. For those who want to go just a little deeper, inhale, and on the exhale, walk your fingers forward and lengthen out a little bit more. And go ahead and walk yourself all the way back center. Go ahead and extend those legs straight out in front of you for a staff pose. We want to flex our feet, draw those toes towards you. Those hands are right outside the hips. So most of us sit a little bit rounded. What I want you to do is take your hand like you have a string on top of your head and draw yourself up. Hold that tummy in. Keep flexing through the foot, nice and tall. Release your hands down. So now you're really holding those abs in. Those shoulder blades are drawn back. And now see if you can go ahead and lift your hands off the mat onto your thighs without rounding your back. Keep that nice tall spine. Keep flexing the foot by lengthening through the heel and drawing those toes toward the body. This is our staff pose. Dandasana is the Sanskrit word. We're going to go ahead and sweep those arms up. Exhale, nice straight spine, tilt, 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 and release those hands wherever they land. As long as they're not landing on the kneecap itself. Either be above the kneecap or below the kneecap. And then as you breathe, keep holding that tummy in nice and tight to your spine. But when you find that you have just a little micro space, on your next exhale, start to walk your fingers down your legs. It may not happen on every breath, but on an exhale, when you feel like you have a little more space, walk yourself down and maybe you can reach your ankles or all the way down to the foot. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and release that and walk yourself back up. And go ahead and bend those knees and bring the soles of the feet together into our, what we would say in Sanskrit, Baddha Konasana, or just a wide angle pose here. So your hands are on your ankles. You're sitting up nice and tall. Inhale. And now draw your chest over your heels and walk your fingers down around your toes. Shoot those elbows straight back as you pull the chest a little further forward. Really, you decide how much you want to press your feet together. The more you press your feet together, the more stretch you're going to feel. You can choose how much you want. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. Taking a few breaths through the nose, the inhalation and the exhalation. For those who want a little bit deeper stretch, go ahead and slide your thumbs to the ball of the foot and now open your feet like a spiral notebook. It's going to open those hips a little bit more. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. let's go ahead and come toward the end of our mat. For our final pose, we're going to bend our knees, grab behind the thighs, and we're going to roll ourselves down onto the mat for our final pose called Shavasana. So the legs open up to the corners of the mats, and you rotate the shoulders so the backs of the hands are on the floor, the palms are up. You can shake out your bottom or your legs or your ankles or your fingers or your wrists. Go ahead and close your eyes. If your head wants to tilt one side to the other until it finds its true center, that's fine. Draw that chin down toward your chest so the back of the neck stays nice and long and in alignment with the rest of the spine. As you exhale, release all the body weight down into the earth. Notice the parts of the body that connect with the earth. Notice the parts of the body that may have a little bit of space. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth, the back of your throat. And as you relax, just let the body settle. So in yoga, we talk about the energy centers, the chakras, which spiral from the base of the spine all the way up through the crown of the head. Lying here in this final pose, we think about those chakras. Chakra 1 is right between the legs at the perineum. And that is our root chakra. That's our area of survival and our foundation. Often when there's something very disturbing in my life, I find myself going into my garden and into the earth to find that foundation, that safety, that security. And as the energy spirals up the spine around the female reproductive area is our second chakra. A pink glow, it has our feminine energy, and this is true for both men and women. It's our area of creativity, sensuality, and sexuality. Excuse me. And then that energy spirals up to around the belly. And that's our third chakra, the more masculine area. Our center of independence, our center of power and strength. And the energy continues to spiral on up the spine, all the way around to the heart center, where we find our heart with love, compassion, understanding, and tolerance for others, as well as for ourselves. And the energy continues to spiral up into our throat, the fifth chakra, where we learn to speak our truth, where we speak about our true selves, And then the energy flows into the head and all the way around to the forehead, to the third eye, right between the eyebrows. For our sixth chakra, where we have perspective, intuition, wisdom, and then finally that energy flows all the way up to the violet color of the top of the crown of our head, the seventh chakra, where we find contentment, being grateful for everything that we have, feeling a sense of bliss, no suffering, peace, and equanimity. Allow yourself to relax another 10%. Notice the energy in the body. Bringing yourself to a higher vibration. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana, or for those who want to close the class, please join me in bringing your awareness back to my voice. Slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes, sliding your legs together. Reach the arms up overhead. Grab one wrist and stretch that side of the body. Grab the other wrist and stretch that side of the body. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bend your knees and hug those knees into your chest, rocking side to side, massaging that low back. And then go ahead and drop your knees over to your right side, rolling all the way onto your right side. Extend that right arm overhead, resting your head on that upper right arm. Bring that left arm across your body and let the left hand land flat on the floor right in front of your chest. The knees continue to be bent. Rest here in a small embryo position for just a moment. Allow yourself to come out of meditation. And to protect your low back, extend that top leg forward and push that left hand into the mat, bringing yourself up to a seated position. Go ahead and bring your hands together in prayer position right at the heart center. Draw those thumbs into your heart center and slightly bow your head, sitting up nice and tall. Close the eyes. The Sanskrit word for peace is shanti, and the chant is shanti, shanti, shantihi, followed by peace, peace, peace. Please join me. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, please like it and subscribe so that you'll be notified of future posts. Once again, this is First Class Yoga with Barb. Go out and have a wonderful day. Thank you.